Hi, I'm Michael, and I'm going to be talking about the parking at the university. The tuition that students have to pay in order to go to university to take classes is ridiculous. The prices have gone up significantly from even just 2 decades ago. Students should not have to pay this much in order to take the classes that they want. On top of that, all that money that a student has to pay is for where they're going to park, and if you don't, you're going to get ticketed for parking at the university that you pay thousands of dollars to go to. The parking at any college campus is ridiculous, but especially at Arkansas. I've experienced firsthand just how stressful it can be to go and to try and park for one of your classes and to come back and you have a $45 ticket. This presentation is one that any individual should pay attention to, as many people come to college to learn as to what classes they're going to take and not worry about where they're going to park. These tickets that the university hands out like candy drains a student's bank account and piles on more stress than what a student is already dealing with. And that is what we will be reviewing today. In order to back up my statement, let's take a look at some reviews that pop up on Google when all you search is parking at the University of Arkansas. As you can see right off the bat, I don't know if you guys look for something or what you look for when you look on something or look for reviews, but 1.2 stars is not good, and that's what pops up whenever you search it. If you look at the first review that pops up, written by Jackson Manson, it says, "Horrible apartment, no organization. You'll get ticketed when you're already paid, so keep your receipt. Also, if you plan to dispute a ticket, be prepared to speak with the incredibly rude employees and a supervisor that makes the front desk people seem unpleasant." This is the first review that pops up when you're looking into the parking on campus. There's clearly something off with the system at the University of Arkansas. Even if you pay your ticket, they will try and charge you again. College students already do not have a lot of money. And then the university may double charge a student for trying to park so that they can go to the classes that they already pay a lot of money for. It's just not an expense that a student should have to worry about at the college that they're going to. All these expenses can not only drain a student's bank account, but also raise their stress levels. Students nowadays are dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety. The last thing they need to do is worry about whether they're going to be able to afford a ticket or groceries for the week. My freshman year, I got 8 parking tickets and had a parking pass. The university is said to make around $9 million every 2 semesters just from parking. That is way too many fines that they are handing out for students that already pay to go to the university. I do not know how much money exactly a university needs to keep up with their maintenance and pay their employees, but I am very certain that $9 million from parking is not needed to keep up with their expenses. The university should work on improving their parking on campus along with their parking services. There is no need to fine students that much money when they are trying to get their education. I remember when I was dealing with all my tests and was trying to get used to a new environment while also getting used to living on my own, the last thing I wanted to do was deal with parking tickets. It was tough dealing with all those tickets while also trying to study, and I could definitely see it take a toll on my grades in a negative aspect. Students have a lot on their plate already with their course load. Then you add a part-time job and a social life on top of that, and it can just be a little too much. College is a lot to deal with, and then you throw parking into that mix, and it can be enough to incite a panic attack about getting everything done. Students should be worried about getting their homework done. They shouldn't have to deal with additional stress from the university that has nothing to do with their course load. The average ticket can range anywhere from $20 to $50. While that may not seem like a lot of money compared to some other expenses that college students have to deal with, it can add up very quickly. And I don't know about other college students, but $20 is a decent amount of money, as most college students don't have any money as they're going to school to get a job because they don't have one currently. Yes, they can have part-time jobs, but even then, $20 could be your groceries for that week, and it's just not helpful when you get multiple tickets that can add up very quickly, and it can increase your stress levels. It's just not good, and that stress that college students just don't need when you're trying to study for a test that could affect their GPA. The University of Arkansas, and all universities for that matter, should be a little more lenient when it comes to parking, as most of my parking tickets personally was when I was only in the wrong spot for 5 minutes. And not to mention, you can also get your tar towed just for having it in the wrong spot for 5 minutes. That actually happened to me, cost me $200, and I was so stressed out because it was finals week and I didn't have a car. It's just something that is definitely flawed, and it's just something that is not needed. Parking on this campus and campuses everywhere is atrocious. When you search up parking on Google, they have 1.2 stars, and the reviews are not pleasant. The parking situation in Arkansas is clearly not organized and dealt with. They hand out tickets like candy, which can drain a student's bank account very quickly. That can cause the stress levels to go up. And when a student's stress levels are higher than normal, it can distract them from what they came to go to college for, their grades. A student's grades should not be affected by where they are going to park. It's a huge issue that has been dominant, and not only at the Arkansas, but at colleges all over the country, but especially Arkansas. Thank you.